Guys, it's here! It's finally here! The bigger and badder expansion to Disney Villainous. And now we can play as Lotso, Syndrome, and Madame Mim. So today we're going to give you an in-depth look at what's inside the bigger and badder expansion. Now this sleeve right here is in the Target version, and so with it you're going to have the exclusive game piece. But here's what the cover looks like on the outside, and as you can see here, it's a lot of a brighter color than the other Villainous packs. But anyways, in this pack, you're going to have Lotso, Syndrome, and Madame Mim. And I'm just gonna say, I love how this new back looks. It is such a nice graphic design, and I'm super excited about it. Okay, so when you get into the box, you're going to see something that is very different from the other ones. This instruction manual is bright orange. Now I'm pulling in the most recent Despicable Plots pack for reference, and this is the same color that they used for all the other ones. So with this new pack, they're trying out a new color for it, which is actually really nice because then you'll know which pack it belongs to. And now that is pretty cool. Look at how many different Disney Villainous packs there are. It's so exciting that there's so many that you can play as now. Alright, so in here we've got the 3 villain guides, and I'm just gonna say this picture of Lotso looks very intimidating. They did a really good job of making him look villainous. Sorry, that was probably a really dumb pun. Okay, then we've got Madame Mim here, and finally, Syndrome. For those who want it, they have the villain objectives on this place along with the action symbols if you need a reminder. First off, we've got Syndrome. You can't count on anyone, especially your heroes. Also, his objective is to defeat Omnidroid version 10 and have no heroes in your realm. Now moving in on these, you can see the art is just fantastic. So you've got the Par Residence, as well as Nomanison Island. Honestly, I have seen Incredibles many times and I never knew that that's what the name was. Then you've got Syndrome's Lair, and finally, Downtown Metroville. Now we're gonna go through all of Syndrome's stuff before we get into the other ones. So right here, we have the Syndrome Mover. You've got his hair, Syndrome's remote, and of course, Syndrome's cape. Because as Edna Mode says, no capes. Syndrome doesn't listen to that, and yeah, you know how it ends. Anyways, we've got his Villain deck and Fate deck, which we'll go into a little bit later. As well as in here, we've got some interesting cards for Syndrome. That's for Lotso, so we'll get into that later. But here, we have 3 different versions of the Omnidroid. Right here we've got Omnidroid version 8, then we've got Omnidroid version 9, and finally Omnidroid version 10. Now there's 2 sides to this one, the version 10 and Omnidroid version 10 destroyed. The other 2 just have the backs that match Syndrome's deck. So putting the Omnidroids aside, we are now going to get into Syndrome's cards. Now first, we are going to look at the Fate deck because, of course, we've all been waiting for the heroes. Mr. Incredible is a 6 strength, that's amazing. And as you can see here, with each of the Incredibles, when Syndrome's remote is in the realm, when they're played, you are going to attach it to them. So we've got the entire Incredible family, and of course, the family's not complete without Jack Jack, especially a flaming Jack Jack. Then we've got Frozone. Excited to see that one in there, and this card just makes me laugh. That was totally wicked. Definitely one of the greatest quotes from Incredibles, besides coincidence, I think not, which is really sad because that one unfortunately did not make it into the game. And then of course you've got monologuing. Now this one is so good. I'm so glad they included this because that's such a detriment to Syndrome and it's pretty funny. Then you've got Force Field, and there's 2 of those. Infiltrate, with the Kronos thing from the movie. Teamwork, which seems like it's going to be a pretty cool card. There's 2 of those. And finally, there are 2 cards that are no capes. The classic line by Edna Mode. So that's the whole Fate deck for Syndrome. So let's get into the Villain deck for Syndrome. As you can see here, you've got some cards that have the superheroes being terminated and their major modifications. As you see here, that's going to help you update the Omnidroid from version 8 to version 9. You're going to have 1 out and remove it. And then to go from 9 to 10, you're going to have 3 major modifications in your realm in order to do it. So we've got 4 of those terminated cards. Then you've got Not a Sidekick, which is a condition card. There's 3 of those, and then you get into Containment Unit, which is pretty cool that they added that in there. There's 2 of those. You also have 15 Years Later, a condition card. There's 3 of those. Identification Please, 2 of those. Mirage, who's an ally. The Guards, there's 3 of those. They're allies as well. Security, who are allies, 2 of them. Now you've got the Velocipod Patrol. Again, I never knew that it was called that until I saw this card when we unboxed it. You got 3 of those, so he's got quite a few allies. Then you've got 0 point energy, 2 of those. And here it is, Syndrome's Remote. So this card seems to be very, very important. And Syndrome's Remote is the way that Syndrome's going to be able to defeat Omnidroid version 10. So that's a very important card for you in order to win. And the last couple, we've got 2 Who Super Now condition cards and 2 BioPro condition cards. And that concludes it for Syndrome. So let's get on to the next villain. Okay, next we're going to look at Lotso. So we'll put Madam Mim to the side for now. You're a piece of plastic. You were meant to be thrown away. Lotso's objective is to have 4 heroes with 0 strength and Buzz Lightyear in the Caterpillar Room. Here's his board. As you can see, the Caterpillar Room has no actions on the top, so if a Fate card is there, it's not going to do anything to hurt you, besides obviously the actions that they may have. So we've got the Caterpillar, the Library, or as Ken says, the Library. We've got the Playground, and then finally, the Tri-County Landfill. Okay, so moving into this, we have this card, which is Buzz. And as you can see here, Buzz is a guardian, which is pretty cool. And then with certain cards, Lotso is going to be able to turn him into an ally by changing him, as the movie shows, from play to demo. You also have some tokens in here that can add or subtract strength. Pulling aside a Fate token in the power, we'll see how many we have left. Okay, so here are all the ones we have, and with this right here, these ones are +1 on one side and -1 on the other, while the other type of token is a -2 on one side and -3 on the other. So those are the 2 different types of tokens, and you've got a couple of each. Okay, so getting on to Lotso's Villain Mover. I didn't realize this at first, but it was mentioned in our live stream. This is supposed to be the green part of a strawberry. It's hilarious. It's a strawberry right there, and then as you look closer, you can see the little like seeds that are on the strawberry, so they totally incorporated the characteristics of a strawberry into Lotso's mover. I think that's super clever, and it's pretty hilarious that they're able to do something like that. Okay, let's get into his cards, and we'll start with the Fate deck, which you'll notice right off the bat some pretty cool heroes that you'll recognize from the Toy Story movies. So starting off, we have Sheriff Woody. We also have Spanish mode, which is pretty funny because it can actually move Buzz back to the Guardian side if it is ever moved where he is back in the demo mode as an ally for Lotso. We have 2 of those, which is pretty nice. And then you get on to Jessie, Rex, Ham, Daisy's Locket, Bonnie's Toys, there's 2 of those, Classic the Claw, 2 of those, and then we've got Andy's Looking for Us, Lotso is Special, and One Way Out. Okay, so that does it for the Fate deck for Lotso. Let's get into the Villain deck for him. So first off, we've got Big Baby, then we've got Twitch, Stretch, Chunk, Sparks, and those are all allies. Then we've got Something Snapped, and there's 3 of those. You've got Not Age Appropriate, 3 of those. And then here you go, Original Factory Settings. This is how Lotso's going to flip Buzz Lightyear from Guardian mode into an ally in demo mode. You're going to have 2 of those cards, which will help you. We have Welcome to Sunnyside, 3 of those. There's 3 bookworms, and as you can see here, this means that the amount is going to change. You're going to pay any amount of power, and then that's going to reduce a hero's strength by that amount. Patrolling All Night Long. Of course, they had to add in Smells Like Strawberries. Then you got Woody's Hat. There are 3 cards that show Bullseye being locked up, New Toys Don't Stand a Chance, and Where's Your Kid Now? And that sums it up for Lotso. So let's get into the final villain of Bigger and Badder, which would be Madam Mim. Wanna fight? Wanna have a wizard's duel? Madam Mim's objective is to defeat all of Merlin's transformations. And so pulling open her board, we've got the woods, Madam Mim's cottage, dueling grounds, and the swamp. As you look over these locations, there might be something that stands out to you. All 3 of these locations only have 1 action at the top that can be covered by Fates, and this one has none. That means that Fates are only going to block those, and you're always going to have at least 3 actions you can take if you go to any location. And it was mentioned in our live unboxing, but there are 2 Fates, and both of them are at the bottom. That means Madam Mim always has an option to Fate if she wants to, no matter how many things are at the top of her board. Alright, let's check out Madam Mim's mover. So as you can see right here, you've got the mover for Madam Mim. There you go, all the way around. That's Madam Mim's mover. And then when we get into the cards, you're going to see something super interesting. So in the backs, obviously these are going to be the villain deck. But then in the fate deck, or what would normally be the fate deck, you've got two different colors. And you've got Madam Mim's deck, and then also this you can see is Merlin's deck. So we'll go over this one first. In this, you've got Merlin's transformations. You've got Rabbit Merlin, which can only be defeated by Fox Mim, Turtle Merlin, which can only be vanquished by Crocodile Mim, and as you can see, all of these can be vanquished by a specific transformation of Madam Mim. We've got Caterpillar Merlin, Walrus Merlin, Mouse Merlin, Crab Merlin, and Goat Merlin. Looking at the Fate deck, we've got Merlin, we've also got Archimedes, Bird Arthur, Germ Merlin, and Knowledge and Wisdom, which there are 4 of those. Now, as you'll see here, these are all effects. Okay, finally into the villain deck for Madam Mim. Condition card, a Sporting Chance. You got 3 of those. I'm Not Cheating effect card. Oh my goodness, there's 4 of those. Crocodile Mim, Fox Mim, Chicken Mim, Elephant Mim, Tiger Mim, Rattlesnake Mim, Rhinoceros Mim, and Purple Dragon Mim. Okay, so then we've got the effect card Battle of Wits, which there are 3 of those. We also have the Wizard's Duel effect card, and there's 3 of those. I'll Make the Rules, 3 of those. As Big as a House, and there's 3 of those condition cards. And Magnificent, Marvelous, Mad. There are 3 of those effect cards. So that'll do it for Madam Mim. And there you have it. This is what's inside the Bigger and Badder expansion for Disney Villainous. If you want to learn more about any of these 3 characters, stay tuned. We'll make some videos on them soon, and we'll put a video or videos right here for you to check out next. Hope you have a great day. Knowledge and Wisdom, which there are multiple of those.